Olivia had always tried to keep peace in her family, even when it meant swallowing her pride. Her parents, Evelyn and Henry, had a soft spot for her younger sister, Grace, the golden child who could do no wrong. Grace had always been loud, demanding, and dramatic, but her parents found it charming. Olivia had learned long ago that standing up to her was a battle she rarely won. But that changed one Saturday afternoon. Olivia had driven 2 hours with her 7-year-old daughter Lily to visit her parents for a small family get-together. Lily was a bright, energetic child, full of laughter and curiosity. She loved exploring her grandparents' garden and talking to everyone about her latest drawings. When they arrived, Grace was already there, lounging on the couch, scrolling through her phone. She looked up with a half-smile. Well, if it isn't the perfect mom and her little chatterbox. Olivia brushed it off. She was used to Grace's comments. "Hi, Grace. Good to see you." Lily ran up to hug her aunt. "Auntie Grace, I made you a card." Grace accepted it reluctantly. "That's nice," she said flatly, glancing at the colorful paper before tossing it on the coffee table. Olivia pretended not to notice, but her heart sank a little. As the afternoon went on, everyone sat in the living room. Lily was playing nearby, humming a song and giggling as she built a tower of blocks. Her laughter filled the room, sweet and innocent. But to Grace, it was apparently too much. "Can you please make her stop that noise?" Grace snapped suddenly. Olivia looked up, startled. "She's just playing, Grace. She's fine." Grace rolled her eyes. "It's giving me a headache. Doesn't she ever stay quiet?" Lily stopped for a second, confused, but kept building. Then, out of nowhere, Grace stood up, marched over, and slapped Lily lightly across the cheek. "I said stop it," she shouted. The room went silent. Olivia froze, disbelief flooding her body. Lily's eyes filled with tears as she clutched her cheek, too shocked to even cry. Before Olivia could move, her parents burst out laughing. "Oh, Grace," her mother chuckled. "You didn't have to actually do that." Her father smirked. "Well, maybe it'll teach the kid to behave." Olivia's heart pounded. "Are you serious?" she said, her voice trembling with anger. Grace crossed her arms. "Someone had to do it. You let her run wild, Olivia. You never discipline her." Olivia stood up slowly, her voice calm but cold. "Grace, don't you ever touch my daughter again." Her parents exchanged glances, clearly amused. Her mother said, "Oh, stop being so dramatic. It was just a tap. You've become too sensitive." Olivia picked Lily up gently, wiping her tears. "You all think this is funny," she said quietly. "You just watched someone hurt my child and laughed." Her father sighed. "It's not that serious, Olivia. Don't make a scene." But Olivia didn't shout. She didn't cry. She simply said, "All right then." She carried Lily to the hallway, grabbed her bag, and walked out the door. Her parents called after her, but she didn't look back. That night, she couldn't sleep. Seeing Lily's small face, confused and hurt, replayed in her mind over and over. That's when Olivia decided she was done being the quiet one. A week later, she invited her family to her house. When they arrived, they noticed a lawyer sitting at the table with documents neatly stacked in front of him. "What's going on?" Grace asked. Olivia smiled politely. "I'm glad you came. These are the papers removing you all from my will, emergency contacts, and any legal decisions involving my daughter. You won't be part of her life again until she's old enough to decide for herself." Her mother's face went pale. "Olivia, don't be ridiculous. We're family." "You laughed when your granddaughter was slapped," Olivia said, her tone sharp. "That's not family. That's cruelty." Her father frowned. "You're overreacting." Olivia handed him a small photo, one of Lily smiling with a bruise still faintly visible on her cheek. "You call this an overreaction? I call it being a mother." Grace scoffed. "You can't cut us off forever." Olivia looked her straight in the eye. "Watch me." From that day on, Olivia kept her promise. She focused on building a happier, healthier environment for Lily, one filled with kindness, not judgment. She surrounded her daughter with friends who treated her with respect, mentors who encouraged her creativity, and a community that valued love over pride. Months later, Olivia received a message from her mother. "We miss you. Grace wants to apologize. We were wrong." Olivia read it, smiled softly, and replied, "It took you long enough to realize that laughter can hurt more than silence. Maybe one day we'll talk. But for now, Lily deserves peace." She closed her phone and watched her daughter drawing at the table, humming the same song she'd been scolded for. This time, Olivia didn't tell her to quiet down. She just listened, proud and free, knowing she had finally done what every parent should: protect their child, no matter who stood against her.